In our pursuit of connections and intimacy, there's an unspoken power in self-discipline, a magnetic force born from the principles of Stoicism. When we master ourselves, when we learn to control and refine our desires, we become an enigma, a source of intrigue. By embodying certain social skills, we can channel a timeless charm that captivates others, including women who find themselves drawn not to superficiality, but to the depth of our character. As we delve into these skills, remember, this isn't about manipulation or shallow tactics. This is a journey of inner transformation, one that elevates our being and naturally attracts those who respect and admire strength. 1. Speak less. Listen more. In every conversation, there exists a quiet power in restraint. When we hold back our words, choosing instead to listen, we make space for others, and in that space they feel valued, respected, and heard. This is more than just a tactic. It's a manifestation of our inner discipline, our commitment to self-mastery. To understand this, let's look at Epictetus's wisdom. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. These words carry a deeper meaning for us as Stoics. Listening is not merely the absence of speaking, it's an active choice, a practice of humility and control. When we focus on others instead of ourselves, we show them that our ego does not control us, that we are masters of our impulses. When we choose silence over speaking, others become intrigued by us. In a world where everyone is vying to be heard, our silence stands out. People are often startled, even captivated, by those who are not in a rush to share their opinions. They begin to wonder what we are thinking, what knowledge we hold back. Our restraint creates a sense of mystery, inviting them to lean in, to seek us out, to want to understand us more deeply. By listening, we also gain insights that others miss. When we observe closely, we see the subtle signs, the unspoken cues that reveal a person's true intentions and emotions. We develop a heightened awareness of human nature, a deeper understanding of motivations, and with this, we grow wiser and more discerning. Furthermore, listening deeply builds an inner fortitude that words alone cannot. We become more patient, less reactive. When we are not rushed to speak, we are less likely to be swept up in impulsive thoughts or careless emotions. Seneca reminds us that most powerful is he who has himself in his own power. By listening more and speaking less, we hold that power over ourselves. In practicing this skill, we not only enhance our presence, but also gain the respect and trust of those around us. They recognize in us a rare self-discipline, a person who doesn't need to dominate conversations to feel valued. This makes us unforgettable and earns the loyalty and admiration of others, who find comfort and reassurance in our quiet strength. In embracing this approach, we cultivate a calm, composed demeanor that captivates effortlessly. We become a fortress of understanding, and in this, we draw others into the mystery of who we are and what we know. 2. Embrace silence. Silence is more than just the absence of sound. It's a potent form of communication and a profound statement of self-mastery. In a world obsessed with noise and distractions, silence can be unsettling yet alluring. For a Stoic, embracing silence means embracing a calm resilience that speaks louder than words, a power that draws people in and makes them attentive to our presence. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." Silence is a stance of peace and strength. When others expect us to react, defend, or argue, our silence becomes a surprising response that diffuses conflict and demonstrates our control over our own mind. We are not pulled into the emotional chaos of others. We stand like a rock amidst waves, unshaken and unfazed. This calm quiet says far more than words ever could. Embracing silence is also about training ourselves to endure discomfort without reacting. There is wisdom in choosing stillness, in sitting with the urge to speak and allowing it to pass without satisfying it. This discipline conditions us to handle difficult situations with grace. When we choose silence over impulsive speech, we show that our emotions do not control us. Instead, we control them. In Stoicism, this is seen as one of the highest virtues, a true mastery over oneself. For others, our silence becomes intriguing, even magnetic. When we don't fill every moment with words, we create a space that invites curiosity. People wonder what we think, what we might say next, and this intrigue draws them toward us. Silence also creates an atmosphere of trust. When we are comfortable in silence, we show others that we are not desperate for attention or approval. They sense our stability, our unspoken confidence, and feel at ease around us. On a deeper level, silence allows us to observe and reflect. By choosing stillness, we attune ourselves to the subtleties of human behavior and better understand the motives of others. As we become adept at reading body language, tone, and expression, we gain insights that are often hidden beneath words. This awareness enhances our wisdom, making us thoughtful and intentional, qualities that are compelling and attractive to those around us. Seneca observed, "It is better to conquer our grief than to deceive it." In other words, when we face challenges, silence helps us to process them authentically rather than react impulsively. Instead of venting, we quietly strengthen ourselves from within, fortifying our resilience. Through this practice, we transform silence into a source of inner power, a calm that captivates without effort. By embracing silence, we cultivate a quiet, compelling presence that commands attention without demanding it. We embody an inner stillness that becomes a mystery, a strength that people respect and admire. This silence is our ally in maintaining our inner peace, projecting a calm authority, and subtly captivating those around us with a presence they cannot ignore. 3. Maintain unwavering composure. Unwavering composure is the mark of a person who has achieved mastery over their mind and emotions. For a Stoic, maintaining composure, especially in challenging or emotionally charged situations, is the ultimate demonstration of self-discipline and inner strength. It's a form of quiet power that not only commands respect but also draws others toward us in admiration and trust. In moments of turmoil, when emotions rise and people around us lose their cool, our ability to remain calm shows that we are not easily swayed by external forces. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wisely observed, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Maintaining composure is the outward expression of this philosophy. By controlling our internal responses, we show that we are governed not by circumstances but by our values and principles. When we keep our composure, we create a presence of stability. Imagine a ship in a storm when everyone is panicked and the waves are crashing. The one person who stands steady and calm becomes a source of comfort and strength for others. People naturally gravitate to those who exude calm in chaos, trusting them because they sense resilience and reliability. Our composure reassures them, making them feel safe and understood. For us Stoics, composure is also a practice in humility. It reminds us to let go of our ego and the need to always be right or react defensively. When someone criticizes or challenges us, instead of feeling wounded or reactive, we take a step back. This distance allows us to respond with thoughtfulness rather than knee-jerk emotion. We recognize that not every remark, every provocation demands a response. By not letting others dictate our emotional state, we become masters of our own serenity, unbreakable in the face of provocation. Composure also deepens our influence on others. Those who witness our unshakable calmness are often moved, even inspired, by the quiet strength we embody. Our steadiness makes us a source of strength and wisdom, someone others feel compelled to follow. People are drawn to those who have mastered themselves because it's rare. It stands in stark contrast to the reactive tendencies we see all around us. This inner strength becomes a magnetic force, a calm confidence that needs no validation. As Epictetus stated, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." The ability to keep our composure, regardless of what's happening around us, is the essence of Stoic virtue. When we cultivate this resilience, we not only protect our peace but become a light for others, a reminder of what true inner strength looks like. By maintaining unwavering composure, we are not avoiding emotions, we're refining them, choosing which to engage with and which to release. This ability makes us stand out, building an aura of respect, admiration, and authority. Our composed demeanor becomes a steady force that attracts and comforts others, allowing us to lead with quiet strength and grace. This is the silent power that leaves a lasting impact, a strength that speaks without words. 4. Show empathy without attachment. Empathy is a powerful tool, but in Stoicism, it takes a unique form. We deeply understand and care for others' experiences, yet we do not entangle our sense of self or peace in their emotions. Showing empathy without attachment means we connect with people sincerely, offering compassion without letting their burdens overpower our inner state. In doing this, we embody a caring presence that feels safe, grounded, and self-assured. This approach comes from a place of true understanding rather than sympathy alone. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one being present for others without becoming lost in their pain or suffering is part of what it means to be a good man." By separating empathy from attachment, we maintain our own peace of mind, allowing us to be a strong, steady presence for others, a source of calm rather than another emotional storm. Imagine listening to a friend going through a difficult time. Instead of mirroring their distress or diving into despair with them, we become an anchor. Our ability to be fully present and offer a clear perspective helps them feel seen and heard, but our inner tranquility remains intact. This type of empathy empowers others to find solutions and grow stronger. In our groundedness, they see an example of how to navigate their own storms. As Epictetus taught, it's not events that disturb people, it's their judgments about them. Empathy without attachment allows us to understand someone's judgments and emotions without absorbing them. We offer support while keeping our own emotions centered, showing a love and respect that doesn't waver but instead encourages others to become stronger. 5. Radiate inner purpose. To truly captivate others, we must be driven by a purpose that goes beyond shallow ambition or external validation. When we radiate inner purpose, we're guided by values, principles, and an unshakable sense of direction that draws others to us naturally. This purpose becomes a magnetic force, making us compelling without any need to demand attention. For a Stoic, purpose is the compass that keeps us moving forward with focus and integrity. Marcus Aurelius reflected, "Waste no more time on what you cannot change. Redirect your energy to what can be changed." This is the heart of radiating inner purpose, to put our energy into what truly matters. Instead of reacting to every fleeting distraction, we channel our energy toward goals aligned with our values. This creates a clear and steady presence, one that draws others in, inspiring them to pursue their own purpose. When we live by our purpose, our actions and decisions become intentional. This clarity speaks volumes to those around us. People are drawn to those who move with a sense of direction. They want to understand what motivates us, what lights our fire. We become a source of inspiration, showing that true purpose is not just a goal but a lifestyle, a steady, unwavering commitment to something greater. Radiating purpose means that we are not easily swayed by trivial matters. We don't get sidetracked by gossip or competition. Instead, we remain focused on our vision. Our dedication is attractive because it represents something real and rare, a life driven by meaning rather than mere survival or shallow pursuits. In a world of distractions, our quiet focus becomes a beacon, inviting others to seek the same depth and clarity. 6. Display authentic humility. Authentic humility is one of the rarest and most attractive qualities a person can possess. For a Stoic, humility is not about downplaying one's worth. It's about recognizing that we are all part of a larger whole, and that our value does not diminish by acknowledging the strengths and achievements of others. Authentic humility reflects a quiet confidence, a grounded understanding of our strengths and weaknesses without the need for validation or boasting. Seneca wisely said, "It is the power of the mind to be unconquerable. This inner strength comes from humility. For when we're humble, we have nothing to prove and nothing to protect. We become open to learning from everyone we encounter, aware that no one is above or beneath us. This lack of ego creates a space where others feel comfortable and accepted, not judged or diminished. People are drawn to this kind of humility because it is genuine and rare." Authentic humility also involves a deep respect for others' perspectives and experiences. When we let go of superiority, we open ourselves to growth. We don't need to be right or have the last word. Instead, we're willing to listen, to learn, and to see things from a different angle. This quiet strength disarms people, making them feel at ease, and often they become more open and receptive to our presence. For us Stoics, humility is also a form of wisdom. We understand that fame, wealth, and power are fleeting, and that our true worth lies not in what we have, but in who we are. By embodying this wisdom, we convey an aura of peace that doesn't seek external recognition. Others recognize this authenticity and are naturally drawn to it, finding comfort in our lack of pretense. As we navigate life with humility, we attract others with our authenticity. We show them that true strength lies in embracing our humanity and learning from every experience. In our groundedness, others feel seen, respected, and valued, a quiet, powerful force that brings people together without effort or expectation. In embracing these three principles, show empathy without attachment, radiate inner purpose, and display authentic humility, we become a steady, captivating presence. Each of these qualities builds a foundation of respect, trust, and inspiration, making us someone others naturally admire and gravitate toward. Through the wisdom of Stoicism, we practice a strength that is both humble and deeply influential, leading others not by force, but by the quiet power of example. Absolutely. Let's expand on these principles with greater depth and detail. 7. Stand firm in your boundaries. For a Stoic, boundaries are a crucial part of self-respect and self-control. Boundaries are not walls that keep people out, they're guidelines that define how we allow others to engage with us, protecting our inner peace and mental clarity. By standing firm in our boundaries, we show others that we value ourselves and our time, that we won't compromise our principles to please or appease. Epictetus reminds us, know first who you are and then adorn yourself accordingly. This understanding of oneself is foundational to setting boundaries. When we know our values, needs, and limits, we can communicate them firmly yet respectfully. Boundaries don't need to be explained or justified to everyone. They are a quiet assertion of self-respect that allows us to maintain our integrity and focus. In holding to our boundaries, we don't bend to pressure or seek approval. By protecting our time and energy, we create an environment where genuine connections can flourish. This doesn't mean we're inflexible or unkind. It simply means we know where we stand, and we do not allow others to push us beyond that point. Our boundaries become a quiet demonstration of strength, conveying to others that we respect ourselves enough to preserve our inner calm. People are naturally drawn to those who respect their own boundaries, as it shows a deep sense of self-assurance. We invite others to do the same, fostering relationships based on mutual respect rather than dependency or control. Standing firm in our boundaries is not only about self-protection, it's a way to cultivate healthier, more respectful connections with others. 8. Seek depth in conversation. In a world where shallow exchanges are often the norm, the ability to seek depth in conversation is a rare and powerful quality. For a Stoic, every conversation is an opportunity to learn, understand, and connect on a level that goes beyond the surface. This desire for meaningful dialogue isn't about showing off knowledge or controlling a conversation, it's about pursuing truth and understanding in every exchange. Seneca wrote, "As is a tale, So is life not how long it is, but how good it is what matters. This same principle applies to our conversations. We don't aim to fill silences with small talk or impress with grand ideas. Instead, we listen attentively, ask thoughtful questions, and dive into topics that reveal something real about ourselves and others. We're not afraid of pauses or silences. In fact, we embrace them, allowing space for genuine reflection and expression. When we seek depth in conversation, we invite others to explore what truly matters. This practice of connecting deeply brings out a side of people they may rarely share. They feel seen, understood, and valued in our presence, recognizing that we care not about superficiality but about their true thoughts and experiences. Depth in conversation also means we approach each discussion with humility and openness. We do not assume we know everything. Instead, we see each interaction as a chance to learn something new. This quality is both refreshing and attractive. People feel comfortable opening up because they sense our sincerity, our willingness to listen without judgment, and our genuine curiosity. By valuing depth, we create a space where others feel free to be their true selves, fostering connections that are both meaningful and lasting. 9. Practice consistency in character. Consistency in character is one of the most defining traits of a true Stoic. It means being the same person in all situations, whether we're surrounded by friends, facing adversity, or interacting with strangers. Consistency shows that our principles are not conditional, that they are woven into the fabric of who we are, guiding us regardless of the circumstances. It is the epitome of integrity and trustworthiness. Marcus Aurelius emphasized this consistency, writing, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be." Be one in practicing consistency, we embody this wisdom. Our actions align with our words, and people come to know us as reliable and steady, someone they can trust in both small matters and great challenges. Consistency in character requires a disciplined mind and a well-formed sense of self. We do not change our values to fit in or gain approval. Rather, we remain anchored in our principles, setting an example of inner strength and dependability. Even in situations where it would be easier to bend or compromise, we hold true to our beliefs, showing that we are not swayed by external pressures or fleeting emotions. This consistency is deeply attractive to others. It's a rare quality in a world where people often act based on convenience or approval. When others see that we are the same in private as we are in public, they sense a deeper strength in us. Our predictability is not boring, it's comforting, showing that our character is stable and trustworthy. We become a grounding presence, someone others feel secure around, because they know exactly who we are and what we stand for. Practicing consistency also means we are true to ourselves, regardless of who we're with. We do not shift our personality to fit others' expectations. Instead, we honor our authentic self in every interaction. This integrity is magnetic, as people are naturally drawn to those who don't feel the need to perform or seek validation. By being unwaveringly ourselves, we inspire others to be genuine as well. By standing firm in our boundaries, seeking depth in conversation, and practicing consistency in character, we cultivate a presence that is both powerful and attractive. These qualities create an aura of respect, trust, and inspiration, drawing others toward us not because of any superficial charm, but because they sense in us a grounded, genuine strength. Through the wisdom of Stoicism, we live with authenticity, setting a standard that both captivates and inspires those around us. If you found value in these Stoic principles and felt a spark of motivation to bring more strength, calm, and clarity into your life, go ahead and hit that like button. It not only shows your support, but also lets us know that this content resonates with you. And if you're ready to keep growing, to dig even deeper into topics that challenge and elevate you, subscribe to the channel. By subscribing, you'll join a community that's not just about quick fixes, but real, lasting change. Every week, you'll get insights that help you build a stronger mindset, develop self-discipline, and face life with a calm, steady purpose. Don't miss out, join us, hit subscribe, and let's walk this path of growth together.